So hi everybody, my name is Advait Sawant, and I'm here. Thank you, Ron, for again allowing me to present about the low-code application development with OutSystems on cloud. So we are OutSystems 20-year-old unicorn, and we are in the we have a platform which helps us to build from from scratch the applications and the sizes of varied sizes and for different use cases. My name is Advait Sawant. I'm located in New Jersey. So the platform which I'm trying to present here, this is not going to be a pitch. What I'm going to do is what our customers are saying about us, what are the use cases we have built, what are the analysts are saying about us, what are the investors think about us. And then if you have any use case which is kind of similar, if you want to have talk, I'm free to talk about it. And or if you're also more than welcome to go and visit our website and to understand or to learn from this. We can move to next slide, Ron. Thanks. Yes, why is software development so hard for every organization? So these are the three key challenges which every organization face when it comes to software development. We have growing backlogs. So by the time you're kind of finishing one requirement, you already have the pile of requirements, use cases of varied complexity going around you. Then there are some hard divisions between business and IT. So there is some communication challenges we need to tackle. Then there are some unique customer experiences which you are always committed. You have to kind of deliver to the client to keep them engaged to your UI or your portal or your application. Then there is talent shortages. So the talent shortage from various different technologies, the inflow of technology is so fast that by the time you are developing something in one technology, that particular talent become obsolete, and the next you are in the need of some other talent. How to meet NFRs. So we are always, when you are developing application, you're always in the dilemma of speed with quality. You have to kind of balance both the security, the governance, the scalability, and reliability adds extra complexity. As Shiva in previous presentation had mentioned, that's probably one of those reasons, a few of those reasons why people choose to go for cloud. And that's where OutSystems also assist and help with the cloud offerings. Constant change. Now, there are a plethora of applications which are providing SaaS applications around us. Then we also need change faster than the applications. We have new tools and technologies appearing faster than applications, and there is constant push of using those tools and using those applications. Staff turnover. Now, we are all living in the era of great resignation. So along with losing the great talent, there is always kind of need to train the talent which we are getting and bringing them into mainstream, making them deliver. So these are the challenges which every software development, which every organization is facing when it comes to software development. We can move to the next one. Yes. So now, when it comes to low code, we kind of have certain set of assumptions, certain set of myths, which either we have experienced or we have heard from somebody. So the few of those myths or assumptions or concerns are low code is only for simple internal applications, not scalable. Maybe it's like if you have anything which is in Excel and you simply want to build forms around it, then probably no code is useful, or a proprietary with IP and vendor lock-in. So whichever applications you develop, they're gone, and they are completely with the vendor or the whoever is owning that particular low code. It is limited and not extensible. Or if you want to extend those particular applications, then you will have to learn or use some proprietary languages. Inflexible UI UX. Now, when it comes to low code or no code applications, we always have a concern that probably if I want to develop my user experience, if I want to kind of be creative with my user experience, I will always be stuck with my templates, and I'll not be able to use my development skills. The no code or low code applications which we have are generally for citizen developers, and they are not for real experienced developers. So I have a battery of users. I have a battery of developers who are really skilled, but I'm not letting them use their creativity because it's a chicken and hen kind of a situation where I'm saying that this is a low code, that's why they don't need to use the skill. but they're already skilled developers, but they're not able to use their skills. Then limited integrations. So if I want to have my application to be able to communicate with, say, for example, SAP, for example, SFDC, or any other applications, then if I'll have to, the integrations are not possible, or I have to pay arms and length for the integrations. Limited deployment options. I'm constrained to develop or to deploy my applications only on certain SaaS or certain PaaS. So these are the concerns which kind of drives people away from taking the advantage of rapid application development of low code. And what if we have something which kind of answers all these assumptions? What if which kind of helps us to grow our mindset beyond these concerns that we can see in the next slide. We can move to next one. Yeah. So low code with OutSystems is basically you can build complex enterprise grade applications as scalable and as performant and as secure as any high code applications. We have one container giant who has replaced their entire ERP system, which was based on JD Edwards initially, into OutSystems. You own your IP. There is absolutely no vendor lock-in. So the money, the effort, and the time you have invested in creating those applications, you own it, even if you decide to part away with OutSystems. It's extendable with standard code with .NET, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. So the application, you can grow the application, you can contribute to the development of the application, and you can achieve the kind of level when you have the kind of development skills. It's fully customizable, UI, UX, pixel perfect and reusable. It has a huge set of customizable UI screens and the themes, which you can also customize the way you want. And the customizations are also easy. You don't have to learn any particular language, which is proprietary. It's designed for developers, by developers. The OutSystems is focusing on making the developers' job easier by giving them an opportunity to use their technology skills. It has fast learning curves, around 2 weeks from abstraction and visual language. We have taught COBOL developers, and while they were on the learning curve, they also developed and deployed applications in the production in approximately 4 to 6 weeks. Integrate with anything. So practically any data source which can consume or expose APIs can be connected with OutSystems. So .NET with JavaScript, and that too with no extra cost. So you are not paying anything extra when you want to integrate with OutSystems. Flexible deployment options. So that's the choice, the freedom of choice what we get on this low code platform of delivering on-premise, delivering on private cloud. If you have your own AWS, Azure, or GCP, you can deploy with OutSystems. We can move to next one. So OutSystems solves the broadest set of challenges. How I try to look at that is when you look at the external challenges, you kind of think about the customer experience transformation, where you are kind of increasing market share, the CSAT and NPS. When you want to improve your own workplace internally, you kind of look for the set of challenges such as employee satisfaction, employee portals, the productivity portals, etc. If you have any certain process automation, any certain processes which are already there, but you want to kind of improve them or to automate them so that you can achieve certain cost reduction or process efficiency, we have those kind of use cases also. Application modernization. After this slide, I'll dive into certain use cases wherein I'll talk about what we have done and how we have kind of modernize the existing monolithic legacy applications to provide infrastructure cost reductions and IT simplification. We can move further. Yes. So when it comes to security of application, the security also is kind of key element. for application building with OutSystems. So what we are doing is you can have a built-in security framework. You can have code generation mechanism. And while you are doing that, we have certain steps which kind of achieve or help you to code using best practices and secure practices. So essentially the things are focused so that your security team does not have to check over all the applications which you have developed and before you deploy it in production. So it is fix it when you are coding it. Deployment and architecture has certain security features, such as multi-tenant architecture for automatic data segmentation, then runtime and configuration while you're having some, say, for example, Active Directory authentications, etc., and IT security governance. So role-based security for different IT profiles. Now this comes inbuilt with the platform. You do not have to pay kind of extra for anything of this. We can move further. Another feature which kind of is necessity, we have a necessity when it comes to mobile application development is OutSystems App Shield. So OutSystems App Shield is an extra layer of security when it comes to mobile applications, be it Android or iOS. And it helps us to protect from malicious attacks, and it automatically integrates with all the applications to protect against attacks. So we see there are some 3 layers at application. The App Shield works at all these 3 layers, like application, system, and network. For more information, I have included a few slides towards the end, and as everybody would be getting a copy of this, you can also explore, or I'm free to talk about it. Moving next, there's another feature of OutSystems for the web applications which we develop using OutSystems, that is OutSystems Sentry services. And these are the features which it provides, including the key features such as high availability and 24/7 support, annual audit, freedom from the SOC 2 type 2 kind of compliance, HIPAA high-tech compliance, etc. We can move further. Yes, so this is where I wanted to talk about the case studies with certain clients which OutSystems is working upon and has worked with. So Guarantee Bank. Guarantee Bank was the application modernization and customer improvement kind of a case study, wherein it was deployed over AWS cloud. So Guarantee Bank previously had a monolithic core application, which was kind of the core to their treasury order management system. And they wanted to do away with that to achieve greater customer satisfaction and to improve themselves or to match with the digitized era with their current vision of the organization. While doing that, OutSystems helped them in only 6 months. Their whole systems, which was based on monolithic core, was transformed onto AWS cloud, and that provided them 20% cost saving for that financial year. Moving on, we have Lucro Commercial Solutions. This is another example in fintech industry. So they avail the Sentry feature of OutSystems for security, and there are certain key processes such as loan approvals were matched under 10 minutes. And what they received in this is ultra configurable business lending platform. Or what it essentially means is you can build your modules, build your applications like Lego blocks. And if you kind of have change in certain requirements, you don't have to bring the whole castle down. You can only change those particular bricks, and that would suffice. And that kind of improved the commercial solutions for Lucro into 15 weeks development. Again, going very rapid way when it comes to cloud. Moving on, Bundy Plus. So Bundy Plus was, I think they kind of, how I look at that is they were looking ahead of time, and they wanted to kind of build a system for their own workplace with the features such as facial recognition and temperature measurement. So they built a mobile application for their workforce tracking. And we all know during pandemic how critical this kind of applications were. So they kind of spin it off and they sold it as their own product later on, and that became their key revenue generating stream. So these are just few examples with few customers which OutSystems has helped. But this application, we generally classify into three broad categories, such as internal digital operations, digital customer experiences, large core systems. And these are the few use cases spread across various different industry. I often get a question such as which particular industry you operate into, which particular industry you are focusing into. Anywhere and anything which you think you can automate, you can customize, you can improve upon, you can kind of build a customer portal, you can kind of help reducing your cost for your workforce management. You can see all those use cases for OutSystems. Moving on next. So these are our few customer bases for 22 spread across 22 industries across 87 countries. Now you can see many of these names are very familiar to us. Now let's try and understand why our customers purchase OutSystems. As I was saying, previously, that faster development, so rapid application development on cloud is the key reason why OutSystems is preferred. It helps customers to increase responsiveness to the business. Second point is accelerate digital innovation and transformation. So the journey from the vision to the actual deployment of actual realization of that digital transformation has taken very short time when we are using low code applications with applications such as OutSystems. And the third key reason is reduced dependency on hard to hire technical skills. Whatever technical skills you have, you can start with that and you can develop and deploy your applications with that. Even if you don't have skills which are particularly necessary, if you have basic coding understanding or coding knowledge, you can get on with OutSystems. As I mentioned previously, it is not difficult if you have that kind of acumen to learn with the OutSystems application. Moving on. So when it comes to application development leader kind of analysis, the Gartner and Forrester both places into the leader zone. When it comes to Gartner, in their own words, for low-code application platform, in both categories, enterprise low-code application platforms and multi-experience development platforms, OutSystems is placed in the leaders zone. When it comes to Forrester, the low-code development platform for professional developers. Now, keyword over here is professional developers is again keeping OutSystems into leaders. When it comes to mobile low-code development platforms, when you want to develop actual native mobile applications into iOS as well as Android, you can actually develop platform like OutSystems, and developing those apps, you do not have to maintain another separate set of mobile developers when it comes to application development. Moving further. Yes, so this is customers' public word of mouth with many different sources such as TrustRadius, Capterra, G2. What we can see is when OutSystems was presented against other low-code applications, OutSystems constantly received more than 4.5 stars in their reviews. So this is the customers' public word of mouth. We can move on further. $360 million we received in June 2018, and just last year we received $150 million investment, and we are standing at 9.5 billion valuation. So OutSystems has not only convinced their importance to analysts and the clients, it is also be able to convince its presence, its working model, and the overall low-code philosophy to investors as well. So here, as I approach towards the end, I want to say that if you differentiate with OutSystems, what we need to do is we need to cut complexity when it comes to high performance, low code CI/CD built in. Then we also have security built in, and the platform updates itself continuously. And while it is doing that, we do not have to do any app rewrite. So till the time we have deployed many platform releases, and till now we do not have any case wherein the client had to rewrite the application to match up with that updates. Then overcoming talent shortages, the instant augmentation of existing team of UI UX. So basically you do not have to maintain, as I mentioned, the battery of mobile resources, UI UX resources, security and DevOps resources. Anything with the base, anybody with the basic skills, with the basic programming knowledge can get on and understand with the OutSystems platform. It ensures minimal technical debt. So when you are developing the platform, so there are certain examples like if you have created certain variable but you are not using it, it will be flagged as a warning, and you will be notified that okay, you have created this variable, and it will not just stop there. It will also suggest what action you need to take. So most of the times we have seen we get the error, but we do not know what we need to do with that error. So that's precisely what I like about this platform. Again, you can keep on based on your requirement. You can keep rotating developers based on your requirements, based on your use cases. To flush the app backlog quickly, you need something wherein your developers' speed of developing and deploying the applications is faster than the inflow of the changes. You can truly focus on innovation while the low-code application development platform takes out the pressure of thinking how to plan this or how, the nitty-gritties of the application development in just short words. So that's it from me. Any questions?